Hello, and welcome to the low-quality Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough, where we are here on Eos. We've just activated the first remnant monolith. We're now going to go and activate the other two, in order to hopefully fix the atmosphere. And hopefully I'll be able to have more time to talk in this, so that was the entire point of doing this series. That's the graphics back. I'm sorry if the graphics are poor and there's a little problem with the lag. I am playing this just on a laptop, so I'm amazed it's working as well as it is, to be honest. So let's head out towards the first site. I know how to drive.
Vetra? What's up? You keep sighing.
Do I? Sorry. Sid called and asked if I can get her a timer, metagel, and 15 pairs of socks. That can't be good.
Indeed, sounds painful. Ooh. Let's investigate that remnant.
This remnant site. Hostile activity present.
Oh! Aliens! Hello. Ah, tap! No! Ah! How do I? Oh, there it is. Would have been very fast. I was talking about my body relations earlier, and I thought I would try and explain what I think about it personally. There's a sort of common sense view that I picked up before doing any philosophy, was that the mind didn't exist at all. Ooh, yeah.
Detecting above normal radiation levels.
The only thing that exists is the material world.
Life support failure is imminent.
The idea that we have some sort of supernatural or immaterial self is just primitive superstition. But actually doing more philosophy, that type of monism, sort of hard materialism, while it is present, is not something I personally find. I was very influenced by George Berkeley, an 18th century Irish philosopher, who read the dialogues.
When they sent the first colonists down here, everyone was so excited. After all the shit the Nexus had been through, we finally had something to believe in. Then the reports came back.
This time will be different.
Yeah, I'm more than ready to believe again.
Berkeley is an idealist, which in this context
automated forward station deployment
means he doesn't believe in the existence of matter. He believes that the only things that exist is
Clear. That spot is shelter, water,
minds.
stable ground.
It was initially overlooked due to heavy Kev presence at the nearby remnant structure, but it would be an excellent outpost site.
Ket and remnant. Seems you can't find one without the other. So, if we clear the skies, this might be our new home.
The only things that exist are minds and the perceptions that they have. Now this idea hasn't... Berkeley actually thought it went more with common sense than the opposing view, which is that there exists
One folks were interested in the monoliths too.
Did they learn anything?
physical
what you learn
and
the hard
mental
way.
world,
But hey, now you're here.
which has numerous problems about how you relate to.
Remnant here.
More remnant bots.
But,
These ones don't seem hostile.
and because of that, I tended to think that monism was the correct way to go. But material monism tended to seem slightly ridiculous, because it implies that it's slightly yes, now things have calmed down a bit. Material monism, the belief that the only types of things that exist are material objects, things composed of matter. I find this doesn't fit at all with our mental experiences. We experience so many things which do not appear to be material objects. We can link them to electrical impulses in the brain, for example. But they aren't identical. When you observe an electrical impulse in the brain, you don't observe the experience of, say, seeing an apple. They're two distinct things, the electrical impulse and the sensation you feel, and I don't think you can reduce the sensation to the electrical.
We're so close. I just know it. Once we get that linguist, we'll crack it.
In fact, I would argue it goes the other way round. We
I
reduce
detect a high level of remnant encryption
the
here.
brain impulse
Pathfinder.
data we have
You want me to
to
decrypt it?
just the sense experiences of we have. It's the mental which is primary over the physical, not the other way around. Which has all sorts of important implications and shows that philosophy does not have no practical use.
Stay careful.
Particularly for free will. Oh, I need a lift.
Okay, let's find this
Sudoku
quest.
puzzle.
What do we have here?
I should activate some things.
It appears to reconfigure panels that rise from the floor.
That could come in handy.
And I find that I tend to agree more with Kant. He's usually called an idealist, I think. But certainly he believes that there's the phenomenal world, the world we experience, that sort of conforms to my idea of the world of ideas, and that is the world as we experience it. And then for Kant there's also the noumenal world, which is the world as it really is, in some sense, underlying that. But Kant thinks we know almost nothing about the world. So he's not like a materialist who would say that, or a dualist who would say that chairs exist in the real world, and that our sensations of a chair is caused by
That should complete the glitz.
our experience of the chair in the real world. The noumenal world for Kant is a world devoid of time, of causation, perhaps even of order altogether, and it doesn't seem at all to conform to what materialists think the material world ought to be. So I suppose that's why I see Kant as more aligned for me. These are very easy. Because it's only 4 things. The only hard part is they don't use numbers, so you can't easily spot what the missing one is. You just cycle through it. Good. Would have been
That did it.
embarrassing if I'd failed that.
That did... whatever that did. I see pathways lighting up all over. The monoliths are resonating. UEC contact?
Well, whatever's happening, they're definitely connecting.
You did good. Keep doing more.
I also think that people,
Seriously? Can't catch a break.
I don't know, it's not my area, so I really can't say that much, but it seems that people don't take seriously enough the stories about causation that are present in Kant and in Hume before Kant. Yeah, let me stop talking so I'm still serious. Nice. To get down. their explosions. What's there? Where are you? One left. Oh, come back.
Is it just me? Or do cats seem to appear everywhere we find remnant and tech?
I was just thinking the same thing.
More corpses to scan.
Colonists from Site 1.
Human.
No one came for her body?
We knew some were lost, Ryder. We weren't told they were left.
Wonder how many are out there.
Too many. Lexi, update Nexus records on Pavlov, Amira S. And get a recovery shuttle out here.
Good idea. If she's got family, they deserve closure.
Next site is a long way.
We'll give them more than closure. We'll finish what she started.
So I'll just try explaining Hume's critique of causation, see if I can remember it properly. It's been a while since
Pathfinder.
it's all very interesting.
Area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
So Hume is an empiricist. He believes all knowledge ultimately comes from observation, either observation internal to ourselves, or, and this is much more often, observation of the world around us, empirical knowledge. No such thing as self-evident knowledge without some empirical grounding. When considering causation, he wonders how we gain knowledge of causation, what experience gives us information. A famous example of billiard balls. If you see one billiard ball hit and another one, and both
Looks
roll
like
off,
a cat facility of some kind.
Those assholes
we would normally
took
say
over
the
my
first
best
ball
research.
causes the
Won't let you use the
second ball to
monoliths in
move.
that fight.
We don't actually observe cause, in a sense. What we observe happening is one ball, the first ball hitting the second ball, both balls moving off. We don't observe cause anywhere. I mean, we do observe a cause because that's what we, by habit, custom call it.
Cat incoming!
We don't absorb any particular action marked as a cause. I'll try to explain in another way because it's a bit hard to grasp, which is the way that Hume also used. If you had an alien coming to Earth who had never heard or seen billiard balls before, would they be able to tell that the first ball had caused this ball to move? The answer, according to Hume, is that they would not. They would need to know things, gravity, how balls usually move, how heavy they are, in order to be able to know that one would cause the other.
Reloading!
The point being, causation is not something that is observed directly, it's something that we gain, we infer as existing through repeated observation. The reason why we say we observe a cause is because we observed multiple times. First billiard ball hitting the second billiard ball, both moving up. This is a... In other words, we see a correlation and we assume causation. Of course, there are some cases where one thing happens after the other, but we know that the first thing didn't cause this. This is only sort of general. The implications of this are staggering. First of all, if Hume is right, then I need to keep talking. Maybe I'll just try and talk slower. If Hume is right, then determinism is wrong. Determinism is the...
Levels increasing.
I read your dossier.
Dossier, huh? Fancy. So, what's it say?
That's classified.
Uh-huh. Don't start something you can't finish.
That
That's
looks
just
like a cat facility of some kind.
Those assholes
get
took
out.
over my best research site. They won't let you near the monolith without a fight.
Get incoming!
Where did it go? Out here somewhere. Oh. So, determinism. Belief that every action that happens is caused by a preceding action. That is, it is determined. There's only one way our present universe can be given the universe as it was and the laws that govern how the universe operates. What Hume shows is that these laws don't in fact exist as necessary laws. They are merely regularities that could be completely different. We infer a causation which does not necessarily exist in nature. And this is the point that Kant further developed when he said that causation is a human invention, in that it's a product.
Hostile shuttle
A
incoming.
classic example is like wearing red tinted glasses. Everything you see then becomes red. You're really wearing causation tinted glasses. The world as it really is, the luminal world, doesn't have causation, which explains why you can find no direct evidence of it. The world as we experience it does, which shows that it's a human invention, a way that our minds operate, that we perceive the world as, or we are inclined to see things happening one after the other as being caused by the other. This forms part of Hume's argument of free will. Communism is important in this argument against free will. Every action is determined, every human action is also determined, so it's not possible to do otherwise to what you actually did. I imagine this is terribly boring for anyone watching this. Of course, no one is going to watch this because I'm not going to watch it, and who else is going to sit for hours and hours?
I read your dossier.
Dossier, huh?
If you really want to, you can just skip ahead
So,
to after I
what's
finish
it
this.
say?
I'm
That's classified.
trying to talk
Don't start
and
something
speak
you
at the
can't
same
finish,
time,
Harper.
intelligently,
Okay.
semi-intelligent.
That looks like a cat facility of some kind.
It's a challenge.
Those assholes took over my best research site. They won't let you near the monolith without a fight.
Oh. Sanity difficulty is different. For me, not someone who's good at video games.
Get incoming!
Secondary explosions occurred. More. Right. So, in free will, there's determinists from one side, which I think I explained this already. Everything is determined, you can't do otherwise to what you actually did, consequently free will does not exist. Libertarianism is the other position in the free will debate, which is that humans possess autonomy, which is the ability to act otherwise to what they actually did. is. The main justification for this is supposed to be the psychological feeling of being able to do differently to what you actually did. The third main group is materialists who say that I'm using the wrong definition of freedom, and that if we have the right definition of freedom, you'll see that determinism and free will are actually compatible. But I don't really like at all. I think it misses the fundamental point about freedom, which is the ability to do other to what you actually did. Over, down. I do like how aggressive they are. Here's another tough to fight against. Possibly also chaotic beyond this early low level. It's not the best. Nice. This is why it's very important to hide an argument that shows that determinism is wrong. Causation is not a necessary thing. It is not the case that there exist laws that determine what happens. Causation is a human invention, and it is entirely contingent. It could happen tomorrow that causation stops functioning as we believe it is. It's not a necessary part of the universe. As a result, we have no reason to believe that our minds operate the same laws as causation that we appear to observe in the material world.
Enemies primed.
Were those cats sent for us?
We have no reason to believe that. Well, this is what this is all about, getting more practice about being more coherent, but I think you get the point I'm trying to make. There's
They've
more
got the
dialogue.
monolith well protected. We'll need to cut that shield's power supply. Let's get to it before there's any more Ket.
From the Nexus?
Andromeda Initiative. We're not here to cause trouble.
So you say. Still haven't told me who you are.
Oh, come on, Drax, stop that.
Vetra, what are you doing here?
I'm with the Pathfinder. That Pathfinder.
A friend of Vetra's a friend of mine.
My name's Scott Ryder.
I'm Drac, Clan Nakmor. You'll forgive me if I didn't just trust a stranger from the Nexus. They haven't exactly treated us Krogan well. What are you doing out here?
Explore.
Checking out these monoliths? The Ket seem pretty interested in this one. Looks like you cleared it out for us, though.
You said I didn't save any for you? Nexus knows shit about the Ket. They think they're safe. But they're just waiting to die out there in space. I've been quads deep on a couple of planets for a while now, taking out Ket bases, fighting ground troops. I know what they can do.
It's not pretty.
You know, Drac, we could use someone with your skills.
Tempting as that is, Vetra, I'm a little too old to be carrying humans through a fight. Besides, the day I help the Nexus again is the day the clouds part and the Ket keel over. No offense.
None taken.
Good, because I'm getting bored and the Ket are getting stronger. Seem particularly interested in this alien tech.
Remnant?
Yeah, that. I'm gonna go find more to shoot. Try to keep your head out there.
I like Drac. He's very sort of RPG archetype character. The grumpy old man who's incredibly good at fighting.
Anton, Darren T. Can't undo what happened, but we can...
This component was security tagged for Site 2.
Only the title of the message can be clearly translated, the rest is written in Ket script, and a few words can be translated without more language study. Partial translation, lesser species, unremarkable, and disposal.
Looks like they had some sort of special project going. Let's find the rest.
Let's get going. Dead Wraith, slain Ket Wraith. A tooth has been extracted from its death, likely taken as a trophy. Thanks for that, Sam. Artifact crate. One large object, non-Ket origin, unknown ally. Surface shows both initiative and Ket chemical cleaning. Preliminary translation of which stripping noticed removed from her possession. Analysis. This artifact was apparently studied by an individual from the Nexus and then taken by the Ket. Obviously PP, who we've met before. Technology fragments. Multiple mechanical fragments, multiple abrasions and acid testing and examination. Composition, unknown alloy, element 0. Analysis. These pieces appear to have the same origin as the monoliths on Eos. They are studying the remnant as well. Lots of mysteries about why. Let's activate this one. I wonder, does this one have a Sudoku puzzle as well? On the scanners.
Scanning will reveal the missing glyphs.
Need more glyphs, right?
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
One down. See if I can get this. Yes.
Detecting above normal radiation levels.
Wrong way! Okay, that was not the way I meant to go. Where is the other one?
Radiation within safe levels. Life support is back online.
So, up. I just walked down the wrong way.
I think that's enough.
Let's go and do this puzzle. Oh, there's one.
Score, we're in.
Done. The monoliths are online and connected to something in the lake. This could be the master switch.
I don't want to do Site 2 yet, but I want to do the first murder before going back
I'll meet
to
you there.
Nexus.
Don't
I'll
do
that
anything
first.
without me.
Let's go and do that. Where's my vehicle? I'm thinking about canteen ethics a lot recently. The idea of this moral faculty we have is present in canteen ethics. The sort of ability we have to, or ability our reason has to compel us to act. I don't know if it's present in other morphosophies. I don't.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying
Utilitarianism, I think, does rely actually on pretty much the same thing, but it doesn't want to claim it.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
And the other interesting thing I was thinking about, I should try and speak intelligently. The other interesting thing I was thinking about is
Radiation levels have spiked,
what
Pathfinder.
the relation is between philosophy and general culture. one of the things I was reading recently was Jeremy
Crash shuttle
Waldron's
ahead.
essay
One of
on-
ours. I'd know them anywhere.
Worth checking, if only to make sure the Ket don't get to keep it.
Where is it? This along here. Jeremy Waldron's essay on state of nature theory and contractual origin of government, saying these theories mostly developed in the 17th century and were dismissed in the 18th when political theorists like Hume and
Got a component for Site 2's project.
British ones and Montesquieu and some French ones, they all tend to dismiss this state of nature, natural rights approach, but it's for the same time when it was actually began to be used in large-scale political philosophy in America and France. So this sort of mentions the theory that there's a significant delay between ideas being developed philosophically and
What
being
does
applied.
Sid think about all this? Not many miners are out of stasis.
She acts.
This is where Chief Reynolds died.
Sandstorms would have buried the body long ago. I suggest scanning.
Let's follow the traces of murder evidence.
Another armor piece. Chief Reynolds' helmet.
The search continues.
Another animal scanned. And vanquished.
Nice work.
Earth had formations like this. Made a lot of kids think of alien worlds.
Water and weather. Nothing tougher in the long run.
Pathfinder. This area can be mined for resources. You can extract mineral. Pathfinder. The scanners picked up Chief Reynolds' chest piece, confirming single shot. Unable to determine weapon type, but entry point was at the back. Exit blast through the chest.
By all accounts, Nilken was in front of the Chief when he fired. So it wasn't his shot that killed him.
The Chief's Omni tool might shed some light.
Interesting.
Picking up additional armor scraps. I believe it's a trail leading to a cave nearby.
Could be where the nest is located. Sharkin nest, all right. Fan out.
I've scanned these already, yes. Good.
Confirming initiative equipment, including Omni tool assigned to Security Chief Hiram Reynolds. Accessing if you power it up, the Chief was scanning at the time of death. The scan picked up 2 shots. 1, a standard initiative rifle report, which missed. The other from behind, a Ket pulse weapon.
This proves Nilken is innocent. He didn't shoot Reynolds.
So it would seem, Nolly.
Seems clear to me. Good work.
Pathfinder, there is also an audio recording.
Go ahead and play it.
No! Where's Nilken?
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock.
Is that Nilken?
That sounds like...
Confirming. Voice identified as suspect, Nilken. So he did not kill the Chief.
But he meant to. Need another chat with the man.
There's one thing that slightly frustrates me, but it's I can't really blame the direct Andromeda person. It's common to pretty much all RPGs where you have to adjudicate in a criminal case. You're supposed to deal between... generally have 2 distinct diametrically opposed options, even when there is an obvious compromise. In this case, we'll get to either imprison Nilken or exile Nilken or just release him back into the community. There doesn't seem to be any crime of attempted
This area can be mined for resources.
murder
You
at
can
all. It's
extract
either he is
minerals
guilty
via your
of
mining interface.
murder or he isn't. Either RPG worlds have no crime of attempted murder. Oh, this is just taking me back to the Tempest. I want to go. I could use fast travel to get there faster, but I really like driving it. It's fastest to go this way, not to go down. Not exploring Site
Approaching
2.
Site 2. Resilience.
It was sold as the one we get right, but it didn't have time to...
Didn't even finish unpacking.
Too busy trying to survive the Ket.
I'm not doing the exploring this site mission.
Radiation levels have
Because
spiked, Pathfinder.
Battle is just too hard for me to do in my current
Enemies!
low level position. Let's ignore them. Now these nice relaxing.
Remember
driving
the early
along.
data on Eos back home?
When everywhere was labeled H with a bunch of numbers?
Your dad put those readings up in his office. Knew them all by heart. Wonder what those worlds really looked like then. And now.
And I think I'll end the mission here. Sorry, end the recording here and do the vault in the next recording. So, goodbye.